License and proof of insurance, please, sir. Sir, do you realize you were speeding? You ran 3 red lights back there, causing several vehicles to collide into one another. You also ran through the yard of a nursing home on sculpting day, Jello sculpting day. You ruined 3 sculptors.
Ordinarily, I would really never do anything like that, I promise. But you see, I'm teething.
You're teething? Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. You have a good day. Try some Ambisol.
Thank you.
Today's episode is brought to you by Baby Bjorn. Just place one of these helpful protective bibs over your baby carrier and you'll be protected against teething-induced drool damage. Baby Bjorn. So, as you can see, I'm here by myself without my usual wingman, Daddy Brad, because he is at home heroically battling the scourge that is teething. Let's go pay him a visit. Talk to us a little bit about what your experience with teething has been.
Oh Lord. Well, okay, so he popped the 2 on the bottom first.
Yeah.
That's about, I don't know, a week of screaming, not much sleeping, little fever, just cranky. Then the big old horse teeth that he gets from me up top, the 2 up top, you gotta see these things. Yeah. They're huge. They came out and they're about the size of Montana. And we had, oh God, it must have been like 10 days per of just screaming.
So, Daddy Brad, why is it, do you think, that teething makes kids so irritable that they start to punch and pinch your face?
I don't know, why don't we ask a doctor?
Ow.
Medically speaking, well, okay, we all have teeth. We all need them to be in our gums and be useful. And when you're born, of course, all you got some gums there. There really are teeth underneath those gums. They're fully formed in your head and are trying to erupt through the gum. This is real painful, and so, and we notice that because they're irritable and crabby and they get red gums and they want to chew on just about anything because what they're literally trying to do is split their gum open to get that tooth to erupt out through it. 2 really interesting things that happen are sometimes you'll see kids get a fever, and sometimes you'll see kids have diarrhea. So parents, of course, are thinking their child is sick from something, and when in fact it can be teething. From a medical point of view, you can use anti-inflammatory drugs. I prefer ibuprofen for this. It comes in a liquid form for infants, and I believe this is a safe application for this. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it's actually treating the real problem, which is the inflammation in the gums. Tylenol will take away the pain, but Tylenol is a pain reliever, so it's really not going to address that inflammation of the gums that's causing a significant part of the discomfort. You can use ice. Ice obviously is pretty numbing. You can freeze vegetables. You can cut up vegetables. You can cut up fruits, and their mesh bags are for sale for this very purpose. Tough enough to where they wouldn't cut the mesh so that you would, have chokeable sized objects, but also permeable enough to where the soothing cold is right on the gum. If you take chamomile tea and make ice cubes out of it, you can crush those up into a crushed ice, and that's also another really good thing to use. Get them a toothbrush, get them a little baby toothbrush, and when they're teething, one of the things you can try is rubbing their gum with the toothbrush. And they might do it themselves. Probably the first and easiest thing that you can do to alleviate the pain is to take their mind off of it by changing the environment. Often you'll find that, moving from air conditioned to outside, from outside to in the car, these kinds of things, when you really distract them by environmental change, often that takes their mind off of it. But, many of these things work. I'd say, try 2 and 3 or 4 of them. Pick the low-hanging fruit, do the easiest stuff first. If that seems to do the trick, you're great. You don't have to buy anything extra, right? But if you have to go forward and get some of these things, I think, ibuprofen is a good thing to have around no matter what.
I gotta be honest, teething is one of the things that I do not miss. But if you are in the middle of it, you've got horror stories or tips or tricks to deal with a teething baby, please leave us a comment on this video or go to dadlabs.com and join the conversation there. We want to thank our sponsors, Baby Bjorn, this little spoon and plate set, perfect for the teething baby, Baby Bjorn. We'll see you next time here in the lab. Brad?